not say photograph, I will say it's a series of frames. Each photograph is called frame. So the video means it consists of frames one by one. So how, now I'll give you a small demo, right? I'll give you a very, very small demo. So if I see here, train is moving, you're seeing a ball rolling, and there is a calendar going ups and downs, and there's a background which is moving right side, and you see there is a revolving balls, right? It's I'll freeze it now for your understanding. Just I'll freeze it. Okay. Now you see, I will go to the next frame and next frame. You see, there is a motion between first frame and next. Next. So it's like it's a photograph, and there is a difference in photographs, right? It's one by one. That the photographs are taken in time at different intervals. Okay, and once it is shown to this is one frame, this is next frame. See, look at the scrolling, the rolling balls. This one. See, each frame, next frame, next frame, next frame, next frame, next frame, like that. So it is a continuous. Right. So this is called frame rate. What is that frame rate? Frame rate is the number of frames shown to you in a second. It's called frame rate. Wherever I say rate, it's called per second. Frame rate, frames per second. Bit rate, number of bits per second. So like that. So number of frames. How many frames to be shown per second will make you to consider, or will make you to assume that it's a video. It's a continuous motion. So how do I fix a number? What is a number? People will say that they have got different numbers, 24, 25, 40, 48, 50. There are many numbers, but how it has been arrived? Just your eyes will capture. It's like a camera. Camera cannot see anything. Your brain will see the image which is being recorded by the eyes as an image, right? So the image will be retained in the brain for a period of 1/16 of a second. 1/16. Retain the image. If I get another image, then the brain will assume that it's a continuous motion, or it will assume that it's a video. So normally our eyes will capture more number of images, and within 1/16 it gives enormous number of frames will to your eye such a way that your brain will assume it's a video, it's a continuous motion. So how fast I have to send the video, then how fast I have to show you the frames? It should be faster than 1/16, correct? So they fix that 1/16 and 1/8. Now half it. If it receives a photograph, then your brain will think that's a video. So 1 by 24 is a number. It's based on the Nyquist rate also. So 1 by 16 is your brain rate, but you have to give 1 by 24 so that your brain will think that continuously there is a go to very high, frame rate. Can you imagine how many? Can you imagine? Can you guess how many FPS are possible? 24,000. 24,000 frames per second is possible. 48,000, 50K frames per second is possible, because if in a research lab, if we are going to see if camera which has got a 50,000 frames per second, it will take every possible things 50,000 in a second. Imagine. So, and then they will bloat up the individual frame and they'll see what has happened. Right. That's how the latest trend is, in R&D. Now let's come back here. So 25 frames are there, 24 are there, 30 is possible. See, number of frames should be always integer, but 24.975 is not possible in a second, right? It's not possible. You cannot, cut the, one frame and you can say it is, 0.975. You cannot say that, right? It's not possible. It is thousand second. So if you take an average, it becomes 24.975. They are given an average. So normally 25,000 frames are captured in 1001 second. This is a old technology when the video camera was invented at that time. So they are captured and they are put in that way only. If you find a frame rate, if you see these kind of floating numbers, don't get surprised. This is the reason. Like, it has been captured in 1001 second. Okay. Now this is about the frame rate. Then why I have given the Hobbit now? Right hand side you can find one video, one picture. Hobbit. What is 24 or 25? 24 or 25. But this Hobbit has been taken in 48. There are many movies, and I can give a list of movies, but this is the one what you have seen already, right? So that's why I've taken this Hobbit. And okay, find out what frame rate, which frame rate has been used to take a Gemini Man movie, right? As a homework, you can try. So this is about the frame rate. So you should know about the frame rate when you are going to see the video. Now, next one is a resolution. Now, I need to know the length and the height of the frame, right? It is called width and height of the frame. Width and height. Width of the frame and height of the frame. So if I say, correctly, if I say, laser pointer, yeah, this is called a width and this is a height. So a pixel is a small element. Okay, pixel is a small element. 1 inch is small. 1 inch is a small element in a scale, right? 1 inch or 1 millimeter is a unit, right? The same way here, pixel is a 1 unit. You take a frame. For example, I've given a frame. Now each ball is a pixel. Frame consists of a pixel, and the frame will be said, frame will be measured in terms of width and height, and width is represented by number of pixels. Height also will be represented by number of pixels. In a row, how many pixels are present in vertical direction is called height. Okay, so number of pixels in a row is called width. Number of pixels in a column is called height. So you should know that, right? So width and height is very, very important in video. It's called. So I'll take the same video what we have seen now. See, look at the resolution. The resolution is 720 is a width and 576 is a height. 720 is a width, 576 is a height. That is a video here which you are saying. This is 720. In horizontal direction. Okay, that is called resolution. Okay, there are many such resolutions. There are many such resolutions. See, 800 cross 600, 1024 cross 600. Width into height. Okay, but normally, if you go to the video standard, people will say only one number: 360, 720, 1080. Like, what is that number then? Because normally resolution means width into height, but they say only one number. That number is called the height of the video. Simple. For example, SVGA means 800 is a width, height is 600. SVGA standard. Or WSVGA standard means the width will be 1024, height will be 600. If somebody says 600, you should ask, you can ask, okay, is it SVGA or SVGA? If somebody says 720, or if the resolution is 720, that means the height is 720 and the width will be 1280. Right? Height is 720, the width will be 1280. If they say 1080, then you can say the width will be told or represented by height only. For example, if you buy a TV, they will say 720p or 1080i. For example, 720 means it will support only 720 height, 720 pixels in height. Okay, in vertical direction. 1080 means it can capture, it can 1020, but now the latest is different. Latest trend is width. If somebody says height, that is an old trend. The latest trend is, the recent one is width. If somebody says 2K, that is a width of the video. 2K. Somebody says 4K, that's a width of it's a width. 1920 is a height. 4K, again, now 3840 or 4096. These are all 4K. 8K, again. So you can calculate, you can see that now how the numbers are. I've given right, that's resolution. Next one is a pixel. Now we got the resolution, now we'll get inside the pixel. One unit of the video is, the unit of the video is pixel. Pixel is picture element. Picture element. Okay, that's a thing. So how the pixels are represented? Long back. So red, green, blue, a combination of RGB will give you a color. Fantastic. All we will be present is equal to white color. If nothing is present is black color. So that's a variation, RGB. But RGB is old technology, pa. Nowadays we are not using RGB. Back. YUB. Okay, if I get inside about YUV and YCBCR, I need another session. So you study about YUV and YCBCR and then understand. Later I'll come up with a different, in a different session I will teach about YUV and YCBCR. But now RGB, red, these are called components. R is a component, green is a component, blue is a component. The same way, YUV is Y is a component, U is another component, V is also another component. What is that? Y says Y is called a Luma component. Luma component. You show you one small video about YUV. Okay, again. Let me take the same video. So this video is YUV format. If I and this is a YUV, okay, YUV format. This video is a YUV format. I'll tell you about this one later, little later. Okay, this is called YUV format. Now I can play. Now I want to see Y component. Okay, then this is called Y component. Now this is called component. In V component, you identify where all you will see a brighter color. This place has got a brighter color, right? So what is there? Is it a red one? Let me check. Yes, it is red. Now where is a